Hello, I am Gepwin. Welcome back to a factory town, the medieval factory building game with magic and things. That's pretty fun. I've got a couple things that I want to do. One, I got to get this stone sorted out because the stone is holding back our rail line production over here. And we need a lot more of it coming in. We have trains going, and the trains are all bringing back stuff, but only like 10 or so at a time. So this mine needs to be going faster. I just want to see if I can make this mine go faster for my own personal amusement, because I know I could make another mine, and I have this cart bringing in a little bit extra from this stone pile, so I know I could do some of that. But I should be able to use earth magic to make that go better. And I want to see if I can do that. And I also want to see if I can set up a better, possibly more compact thing for it. So I want the mana transmitter, and I want the silo that I had to go into the mana transmitter. Wish I didn't have to put all these things like so far from each other. So there's the mana transmitter. Now I'd like to set up a little bit of a thing. This is only going to power one mine, so we don't need such a large setup, because this here is designed to send power to 3 different production buildings, and it's not really even doing that with this many rechargers. So I am hoping to... There we go. That thing's still staying full. Okay. I'm hoping that if we are only sending it to one production building, we can use fewer rechargers, but I also would like to be able to make this a little bit expandable if I can. So we are also going to we're going to put this down a little ways. You know what? I have enough money for this, so I should just put these down here. And I'm trying a slightly different method that I just saw on the community, on the Discord for this. So we're just going to have the conveyor belts going along the back here, and instead of splitters, I just should have thought of this before. We can go into the logistics blocks and we can use pushers, because it'll fill up this one, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. And then the reason that I wanted this here is so that it doesn't kind of... there's no reason to have these, actually, so I should get rid of these 2 conveyors and just have another one of these here with a conveyor that goes in. So if it goes all the way to the end, then it hits that. But these pushers will only push if these have, room. So it's going to start filling up that one, then it'll fill up that one, etc. And then finally, we just need the over here. I'm getting better at building these things since last time I had to rebuild it like hours and hours and hours. Now I just need to put in this thing here at the end and have a little thing like that, and there we go. That is our little thing that we're going to have for our earth magic. So if I go into the top view with T and power networks, mana connector, I can connect the mine there. Power networks, mana pipe, let's just connect this in a nice loop. So straight into there, and then straight back down to there. There we go. That should be enough for this. Now, if we go back into normal, I'm pretty sure we should be able to have our wagon bring a few earth crystals over to there. Is it coming? Yep, there it goes. Bringing in my earth crystals. I wish I could have slightly larger wagons. There's things like this where I need to set up the loops, where I'd be okay with having just a really big, really slow wagon that made these deliveries, because it doesn't have to go that much. Alright, this thing's hooked up to mana. You see it takes earth stones. Let's see. Currently it is going at speed 4 plus 4 something. That got it up to 600% briefly. It's going to take a little while. You know what? The splitters are better. Because it spreads it out more. Yeah. The splitters are better. Because the splitters are going to spread it out more evenly between these. Instead of sending it all into the one. When it goes through, it'll go to that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. And it'll split. So if we watch when these come back, see that it's going to go faster because they'll be able to work in parallel instead of this one having to fill up and do everything and this one having to fill up and do everything, so on. So they can both spit out and they'll finish up faster. Yeah, that'll help. And then this thing will hopefully be able to maintain a better speed. Yeah, while it has the magic, it's at 600%. Which is like adding a couple more workers there. Then all we can do is up our general happiness. So we'll let that start filling up. Let this start filling up. I don't know how many to actually let this thing have. More than it's got now, obviously. Because this mana is like constantly emptying. We need basically a constant flow going through this thing to increase its production. One crystal really doesn't even do it. Okay, that's good to know. One crystal basically does nothing. But we're getting a little bit of a constant flow already, so with this setup and a couple more crystals, we should be able to have a very, very consistent run of earth magic going through this thing. Now, how's our research doing? Actually, pretty good. We're at 81 out of 100. This thing, still paper. Paper is still the issue. Let's up the production speed on this farm a little bit, this forest farm. Doing a little bit better. Yeah, paper's doing a little bit better there. We need to set up for a couple of things. We need to take care of the outputs from this to make magic robes. I guess we're going to make magic robes with this and then see how many magic robes we start making and how fast this gets used up. I think that's a good option. Also, I kind of need to reset up my shops here. I think I'm just going to build a shop over there. I was trying not to do that, but the amount of trouble these shops have been giving me and the weird housing block I've built here, I think I'm going to do differences since we don't need the houses to actually be that close to the shops at all. Like, how's this thing doing? This thing is like constantly selling. These need more. These need more. Can we up the workers in our farms? Both farms need to be outputting better. Okay, the farms are actually backed up now. We are not growing anything on this tile, so we can delete it. We can move this belt straight. Do the same thing with this and have two outputs. We need to upgrade to magic belts soon, like really soon. But for right now, we can have a couple of grabbers to help out with the outputs on these farms. Get stuff back down to a normal amount. There we are. That should be popping out a ton more. Yeah, how's that doing? These are both always going to have water. Now they can make grain very, very fast. And obviously they are making enough fuel to cook the meat at the same time, which is a pretty nice system for meat. And this thing is usually getting enough for stew. Okay, overall I think that's doing well. These things aren't getting enough to need additional power or resources. These things are making feed about as fast as they can get resources, but not quite as fast as they can get resources. So I feel like we could use an additional worker in each of these just to balance this a little bit. Now they're going exactly as fast as they can get resources. So that is as fast as these things can make currently. Which means we're making soup at a pretty good clip, in all honesty. I like it. Good job. Good job, soup. I approve. Yeah, these are above 15, right? I'm gonna watch and see if it goes down below. I feel like I watched it use up a bunch of potatoes a second ago. It seems to be getting full of potatoes pretty easily. Yeah, it's not really using up potatoes or carrots at all. So that's good. That's why we're selling half of them. Lets the farms do something. Okay, now we've watched that for long enough. Let's head over here. Work on manufacturing some robes. So we're gonna need a couple of workshops. I feel like we should put one here because it's just going to be grabbing the wool from these. This thing is going to make us cloth. Yeah, it's going to take in wool. It's going to make cloth. I wish we had cotton. See, 2 cotton and 4 makes cloth, and 1 wool and 4 makes cloth. So both of those make cloth. This one here we're actually going to put on the ground with rails. Give me these rails. No, we're not. We're not going to put it on the ground because we need them. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to point these silos in a different direction because I don't want their outputs to be facing that way. There we are. Now, we can have the train going by these. Dang thing. Okay, there we are. Just turn, turn, turn. Get rid of these stupid. Get rid of these stupid tracks. There, that should be a loop, right? Yeah, that's a loop. Can get rid of that. Oh, good. We can get rid of the rail stations. I'm happy of that. I'm happy of that. I'm happy for that. And then we just need one here to go into this thing. And probably just one minecart. And there it goes. Minecart's already filled up the thing. Yeah, things already outputting pretty quickly, in all honesty. Let's go into the power and get a steam pipe. Let's connect this thing up to the steam. There we are. This thing is... Have we overloaded the steam again? We have. So that means it's time to, once again, split up our steam power. These do not use resources very fast at all. Even a little bit. Like this one mine, this one harvester has been able to basically power all 4. Oops, too close. Too close. Almost had it though. All right. There we are. I guess it's because of the coal. This one harvester has basically kept this whole thing going. And this is barely emptied. Yeah, how is the rocks doing over here? These don't have like an empty bar. These haven't been emptied. Do these stay once you have mines? Once you have mines, do these just never go away? I'm not sure. Let's see. These stones. What did we have on this stone last time? 2 something? 2, 3 something? I'm really not sure. This doesn't seem to have gone down much, but it is spreading out the grabbing a lot more than, like, you know, this harvester is. Okay, we're filling up on stone now. Let's see, the mana keeps going. It is sometimes, but not always, boosted to 600. Is that a problem with mana supply? Or let's see, we have a slight backup. So yes, it is a problem. It is a little bit of a problem with our supply line. Well, unfortunately we can only add 1 more of these. So let's add the 1 more. And let's put in another splitter. This thing is backed up a little. So if this is backed up, but this thing is most of the time at 600%, I don't know if adding that many additional ones is going to be that helpful. This thing seems to be backed up to 1 or 2 most of the time, so this wagon can stop. Oop, research, teleportation gate, research completed. Unlocked new building, teleporter. Alright, research. What you got for me? Nothing. We've completely completed all of our research. So, that's it then. Yep, that's it. Let's, get rid of that school. We don't need it. School's done. School's out. Forever. We've researched all the research that we can research. Teleporter. Just needs magic stones. Opens gateway to new worlds. What's it actually do? Ooh, it's got swooshies. Does it connect? Like if I put 1 over here, like let's say that I build that factory there. If I put 1 over here, what does it need? Oh, it needs all of the... Okay, that was a dumb place to put it then. Please remove. Thank you. Now, I don't want to completely empty out all of my stashes here. Also, I unfortunately put my, put this back here where it's silly. Because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Okay, structural blocks, pillars. Then C there. Out. Tell me that grabbers work here. Just need to check. Nope, just too high. Just 1 too high up, so. Do that. Then we can put 1 there. And use a grabber. Oops. Hopefully, let's see. If I use a ramp block here, will that work? Can I put a grabber on that and it will function? Tell me that works. Okay, good. That works. That's wonderful because we really need that to work. Alright. Another ramp. We should be able to put up there. Yep. And then another ramp. And we should be able to put 1 there. And then move it over, hopefully. I'm hoping that let's remove this and put in an arch just to make sure. Okay, now we can bring this over. This is insane. Alright, just bring it over this way and go around this frickin' building so that we have another one kind of coming out in the middle in between these two barns. Alright, I'd kind of like it to be at about this level. So let's start building that up. There, and then... Okay, ramp, ramp, ramp. There we go. Then we got a grabber, and that is going to bring all these out. Now, I don't know what Omni Stones actually do. Don't know what Omni Stones actually do at all. Maybe they will power anything. Like if we put them in a magic thingy, they'll power anything at all. So let's just start by building this teleporter over here. And then hooking it up to a barn too. We're going to store a bunch of, super magic stones in this barn. Okay, and ramp. That should work, right? If we just ramp over. Nope. Ramp, please. Ramp, and that goes down into this machine. What's going on? Shouldn't this machine take something? Oh, input Omni Stones. Produced by Enchanter. Oh, it inputs Omni Stones and then manas somehow. Wait. I mean, I still probably want this over here, but let's see what's going on. Alright, Enchanter. This thing. Barn. Over here. Get rid of these barns. Get rid of those. Okay. Move tool, and then R. I said move tool, then R. Move tool, R. There. Sheesh. Now. No! Now get rid of the move tool. Get rid of the move tool. Now R. Show me the frickin' recipes. Ah, thank you. Omni Stones. There. Needs all the stones. Okay, now we can just move this over here. Let's just loop it around a little bit and bring it straight into this thing here. Will that even work? Okay, that's working. That's gonna work. This one needs to go underneath here a little bit. That way, and then we descend kind of this going around this direction to there with a ramp and a couple of things here. There we go, to get the output to work right. Come on, that should work, so I'm definitely flattening that terrain. Terrain block down. Come on, terrain block down. Terrain block down. What is wrong here? Come on, tools. Flatten down. Maybe. Ugh, I do not like this. Why are there these weird spikes that I can't get rid of? Come on, tools. Train block down. There, now we can copy that and use it as a frickin' output. Okay. Okay, now we're making Omni Stones. Don't know exactly what they're gonna do yet. I still kind of want to keep some stones in storage, which means I want grabbers on all these. Yeah, grabbers on all these. And we already have one on there. Means I need computer blocks. I need to set up inventory sensors for each of these. So say one there, one there, one there, and then I'll put one back here for that fire thingy. These only have one type of inventory in them, so you don't actually need to filter them. I guess I will just out of completeness. Are you connected? What's going on, inventory sensor? Filter. Active firestones, not the depleted ones. That one's firestones. Let's just set all these up while we're doing this. This one is earthstones. Offset to detect this one. Dang, come on. This one is... What are you? You're water stones. Offset, detect that barn. And then this here is earth stones. Offset. Okay, thank you. Offset, detect that barn. Good. Now, down. Math blocks. Math, 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 math. This I want to greater than, and let's say 100, so it's like half full. Greater than 100, and we hook that up to that. And then we hook those up. So if this barn uses up 11 more, it's going to wait until it refills. That'll make sure that we keep our barns half full. Now, I just wish that we could copy paste these settings. Set value 100. Okay. Connect it to that. Connect those. Connect this to that. Set this to 100. Set this to greater than. And then connect that to this thing. Now connect those two. Set this up. If you click on them in order, then when you click off of them, you can just connect it to what you want it to connect to instead of having to unselect it. So then I can just connect it to that one. Ah, so my air blocks are down. So we've got Omni stones. What do those do? What do Omni stones do when they're here? Teleport, 500 Omni stones, 20 seconds. Opens to travel gate to new worlds. Oh, I also have to give it mana. Well, that's frightfully inconvenient. Yeah, that's very inconvenient. Buildings. Mana transmitter. receiver. Because I'll have this back here. Still kind of want that silo. Oops, nope. Why do I always do this? I think I can just empty stuff directly into a silo like that. Guess because it would be neat. Then we do that. Then we do buildings. Rechargers. Okay, it would be really neat if we like had that somewhere useful, right? Yeah, that'd be great. All right, paths. Let's just go straight into the mana transmitter. There we go. Now, this is gonna not be great, but let's see if we hook up mana pipes. All right. Power network, yeah, mana pipe. Hook up the transmitter to this and receiver to that. I think that still works, right? Power network. Mana connector right there. Might still work. Alright, let's see. I want wagons? How many things can this hold? I don't know. Wagons. Give me 4 wagons. Let's see if we can make this work at all. Come on. Nope. Please, please just function. Why will it not let me build there? Alright. 1 wagon. Earth crystals to there. 1 wagon. Water crystals to there. 1 wagon. Earth crystals to there. 1 wagon. Fire crystals to there. Okay, fire crystals does not have a path. And I agree with that assessment, fire crystals. So here's what I'm going to do for you. One-time special offer. We are going to build ourselves a little bridge. We're going to build a little bridge that goes over this. That's not going to work there. All right. What is this thing even bringing to me? What is the purpose of this? Right now, nothing, because it's not, this ore is like, you're not bringing any ore. Why are you not bringing ore? This thing is supposed to be for that ore, right? Yeah, this thing is not producing because for some reason we're not bringing in any ore. Why we are not doing this, I have no idea. Alright, harvester, your time has come. Sorry. Buildings. I've got 8 population, so I need to make a couple of mines over here. Alright. It's very necessary for me to make a couple of mines here. These 2 harvesters can go away too. Darn, I need to unfortunately get rid of a couple of resources here if I want to put a mine in. That's counterintuitive. There we go, mine there too. So we've got 2 mines here and This one just needs to output to that, and this one needs to output and have a splitter that outputs into both of these. And hopefully that's not going to become too much of a problem. Let's up that a little bit. There we go. Oops. Oh, I can upgrade this with Omni Stones. Final base upgrade. Oh, not final base upgrade. Okay, that's good to know. Anyway, this thing, is this thing like doing anything? Shouldn't this thing have received stones by now? There we go. So we're producing a couple of things. We still need to make this fire work. So I think to make the fire work, I'm going to need to build a bridge over here. Means I'm going to need to go back into my structural blocks. Let's build stone. Why not? Haven't really built out of stone in a bit. Structural blocks. Road ramp. I want road ramp to be there, and then structural blocks, scaffold, wood, something, stone bridge, stone wall. I don't know. Anyway, road block and this here, and then let's actually just build paths, road over that. That should let this thing through. That wagon should now be able to get over here. Right? It can't get over, it can't get around that barn. This is the worst. Oh, this is the worst. Okay. Can I put a belt on this? Yes, I can. Alright, so we're going to build across here. That math block does not actually exist in real space. We're going to move the output for this barn up top. Come on. Not barn. I want the... Isn't it really obvious that I want the grabber? There we go. We're moving the output for this barn up there so that I can run stuff underneath it. There we go. That's that. Now then, you there, wagon. Now you can bring stuff over there, right? Right? Now you can bring stuff over here? Oh, right, I need the splitters. Thing seems like it might be backed up a teeny bit. Okay, this setup might not work. This setup may not work. The think I know what I need to do. First, I need these wagons to just go and park. Any of the wagons that are full, go and park and get out of the way. Let's take a look at what our mana system looks like here. Okay. So that's a problem. It's like backed up on that. It's been unable to actually send anything through there. How's it supposed to get 500 Omnistone when it can only take 20 Omnistone? It's an interesting question. Now then, what's the problem here? Alright, we need to delete all these. We need to delete all this. All this. Including these two things. Now, we just need to do a little bit of rejiggering here. Just a little bit. Yeah, all these carts can wait over here, okay? Silos. We need silos. And to get around the silos, we apparently need more bridges. There we go. Alright, so. You there, wind thing. Does this barn have... Wait, how does this barn... why... Where's the water? Where's the frickin' water deliverer? Anyway, you're grabbing out of that one and you're going to this one, alright? You're doing the same, but with that one. You're doing the red still. And you're gonna go over to here. And I don't know where the water one wound up. That one's the water stone one. You're taking water stones there. Okay, and you're gonna take them out of this barn too, because why did you do that? Filled up this frickin' barn. Take the water stones out of this barn and put them in there. Don't use up my water stones, you stupid thing. Stupid thing. Now, over here, we're gonna need to do some kajiggering. Okay, we're gonna need mana receivers. I think what we're gonna need to do here... No, power network, mana connectors. So, we need to remove all of this. Okay, all of that whole pipe network. We're going to put 4 mana connectors on this thing. Each one of those is only going to get 1 mana thing. So I need to go into the tool, into the power, get myself a mana pipe, and run the mana pipe kind of over this way. Then we're going to grab sorters and have 4 sorters. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one has to be air, because that's the one that's on the end. This one has to be water, then fire, then earth. That'll work. Okay, this one needs to be water. Then this one needs to be fire. And this one needs to be earth. Now, I wish I knew which order these things lit up in, because that would be pretty cool if I could make it work that way. Okay, let's grab the pipes. So water, we will send kind of up and around like that. Fire, we're going to send up that way. Earth, we're going to just send straight in there. And wind, we're going to send straight in there. Now, all of these are going to connect to this pipe, which will be the exit pipe. The exit pipe comes down and around over to here, where we're going to sort it again into different... There we go. Why is this stuck? Why is that not going through? This is emptied, right? That mana pipe should be going. This is full, but this should be done. Alright, we'll see if we need to work with that. Anyway, we need... Actually, I just need a couple of receivers. Come on, buildings, receivers. Trying to work this through on the fly here. We probably just need a couple of receivers to go into a barn. Let's go to the mana thing. Alright, power. Mana pipe. Alright, get rid of all those. This needs to go to these. Alright, it can sort itself out that way. Now what is going on here? Why is this stuck? Why is that mana thing stuck? I feel like I needed to give it more of a build-up here. Let's see. Get rid of all those. Okay, mana connector. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pipes. Go out that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. All these pipes then connect in the middle to extract that direction and go down to these things, which then put them into this barn. The barn we're going to send into a thing later. It's going to be okay. All right, we can profitably get rid of these carts right now. Wagon, it's okay. Stop it. Why is this thing so slow? This thing's not actually getting much of the fire that it needs, is it? What's the hold up on the fire? It's just that we don't have enough of these rechargers working at once. Let's see if we can take care of that a little bit. Each time this thing gets fire, it gets a few more. Okay, that's working a little better. It's trying to parallel process, which is slowing it down a decent amount, but, you know, for now it's working. Hopefully it'll start filling up again soon while I work with this thing. I suppose we do need kind of a long way for the sorting to work. Oops, go back to the power networks mana pipe. Suppose we do need kind of a long way for the sorting to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Logistics blocks, sorters. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can be fire, then water, then earth, then wind. All right, fire. Goes on the tightest loop to get up there. Wind goes on the next tightest loop to get up there. Earth goes on this far off loop to get there, and then Earth goes on this long loop to get up there. Okay, what's going on? These are not actually connected. There we go. Alright, now this thing is fully powered, fully manned, and fully inputted. So what... Okay, what does this do? I've input all the things. This thing's just sitting here, like, not doing anything. What if I give it an output? Does that do anything? No? Maybe the teleporter doesn't actually do anything yet, and I've been a fool. That's very possible. Very possible. Making Omni Stones is still a cool thing to do, though. I still kind of want to get this set up. But I guess I might finish the rest of this next time, because it's going to take a little while. I feel like this teleporter does not actually do anything. Right? Because we, you know, are making the teleporter thing, but we can't actually put enough Omni Stone into it to do the recipe, even though we've powered it all. I still want to finish this thing, but we're going to do that next time. Did I ever actually make this workshop do anything? No, I didn't. I really didn't. Like, I wanted the rails to kind of go up and over. So let's just quickly... I wanted to bring the rails over here. And then build another factory. And connect this over here for the rails. And then this factory was going to just output into that factory. Please, come on. I said copy that. Give me a ramp. This thing was going to start making these cloaks. You're kidding. All right, fine. It can't output that way. Fine. Can't have normal outputs. No. No. Who could have a normal output? Why would you ever want that? Why would you ever want it to be normal? How is that not inputting? That's on the same level. It's on the same frickin' level. Come on. Fine then. You know what? Fine. Fine. Won't input that way? Well, you know what? You know what? I'm going to make a tiny train loop then, if you're not going to input that way. Okay, and then I'm going to give you logistics blocks, and we're going to rail stop right there, like that. You dumb thing. Okay, and now we're going to put a mine cart on this thing going roundy roundy. There. Now how do you feel about it? You stupid thing. Now how do you feel about inputting? I'm not bitter. You're bitter. Alright, that goes here. This goes all the way down. Turns, turns, and goes all the way up. And turns. And then we need a rail stop into there. And we need just these two leathers unloading. And please just copy this cart. There. Now the cart is grabbing leather, and it's going to go into this thing, and it's going to produce me robes. Yes, it's going to be constantly filled with robes, and it's going to be making robes. And then next episode, we're going to deal with that, because we've got this mana ore over here, and I want that mana ore to be being turned into mana crystals, which I'm then going to send into this thing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the mana forge to turn the mana ore into mana crystals, and then we're going to use the enchanter to turn mana crystals and robes into magic robes, and then we're going to sell the magic robes, make our people happy. It's all that we're going to do or want or need. All right, that's all that's going to happen. This mine is producing a ton of stone. That's all we also needed or wanted. This thing is just outputting rails at an absurd pace. Good, we got all that stuff set up. So, we've got a decent amount to do next time, because I want to try to get this thing working, even if this teleporter doesn't actually do anything. I'm going to look into that in between. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this Factory Town game. You can check it out in the description. Join the Discord for the game. It's pretty fun, and you can send the developer takes ideas and things. It's a good time. It's a good time. I hope that you've been enjoying it as I have. Is this thing hooked up to something? Hooked up to mana? Because it doesn't seem to be. My name is Gepwin. You can leave a like and things if you want. You can talk to me on Discord. You can listen to my podcast, and there's links to all of those things in the description. Yes, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.